Hello. Oh, there is a freaking delay on this bad boy, isn't there? A real delay on this bad boy. Right, we are here. I am here. Mostly. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for there. There we go. What is bloody long delay on that? That must have been a big good 20-30 seconds, that. Right. We are back. And we, well, so as you were saying, I have added a few people since last week. You have to let me know if you're happy. I basically just recreated some of the ones that we had last year. So we've got Amish Lincoln, who doesn't look too far away from what he looked like before. And as we said on Discord the other day, I think these guys will be good as a face tag team this year to help us with that balance. I know, Omega, you've got some ideas on that as well. I've also created Axel Crockett, which was just a weird thing that popped up when somebody at work asked for an Axel Sprocket, and I thought that sounded like a cool name, so we've gone for some sort of like old school grappler style wrestler. He can change looks if needs be. I've also created a base of the women's roster we had before, so we've got Beth Blizzard. We've got Brianna Blaze. They are a tag team of Fire and Ice. We've got Crimson Sun, who we had last year as well. I created this guy, Dastagear. He is going to be a... Basically, we've got the Hardcore Championship Tournament coming up this weekend, and I thought it would make more sense to have a few more dedicated hardcore guys, and this guy did pop up. He's also light enough to be in the Cruiserweight division as well, so he's a new one that I've created. We got Diana Dazzler, one who we had last year as well. There's Drew Washington. He looks slightly different this year. I've given him a bit more pompousy sort of hair, to be honest, but I like it. Leo Mariposa we had last year as well, the Butterfly. We got Frank, another hardcore wrestler. I basically wanted a Sandman, so that's who we've ended up with. Who else do we make? I made Indigo Moon, who we had last year as well. Jax, who we had last year. Again, somebody to help bolster up the hardcore division. Jun Ito, another one for the hardcore division. I just created a few because I really wanted to bulk this hardcore championship tournament out this weekend. Lata Beja, another one we had last year as well. She's part of a tag team alongside El Mariposa. What do you think, Lex Wyndham? What do you think, Omega? Is that what you had in mind? The pretty boy? Yeah, let me know if that's what you had in mind, sort of what you were looking at. Also, I've added Mio Mizuki, Mystique, Ophelia Payne, Patio Door. Anyone else new? Voodoo Mama Juju is back as well. And that's it. Okay, those are the new ones I've added in. And of course, we've got tag teams as part of that as well. The Alpha Females. They are a heel female tag team. The Election Connection are back as a face tag team. Fire and Ice as a heel women's tag team as well. Moonzuki as a face women's tag team. And we have the Winged Angels as a face tag team as well. So there we go. That's what I've done since last time round. I've added a few extras. I'm conscious I don't want to keep adding people when we're not doing it together, but I really wanted to try and bulk out this Hardcore Championship tournament. We've got 8 spots in the tournament, so we needed 8 people. So I'm thinking at the moment, we've got Abdullah Poundcake. We have got... I'm thinking Amish Lincoln potentially as well. Let me have a look at what I've actually got down here as dedicated hardcore wrestlers. I've got 6 down as dedicated hardcore wrestlers. So I've got Amish Lincoln, Abdullah Poundcake, Bruiser Lee, Dastagear, Frank Gacy, Jax is down as a hardcore wrestler as well, Yun Ito, So I think there is actually quite a chunk of people. We could definitely use one of the Underworld guys as well. We'll figure it out. As we do our first set of matches, I'll definitely try and figure it out. But we do have our first show. We need to do a throwdown before we get too far into it. So let's see. I did write down what the matches should be for this throwdown episode. Okay, so we're starting things off at the beginning of the show if we move on to the next show. So this was the last one we did. White Tiger defeated the Golden Sheik. Minos won a triple threat between Yokai and White Lightning. The Sumo guys defeated the New Caliphate. Akira Kobayashi defeated the Great Shogun. And the Border hammered Christian New York in the main event, which is a bit crazy as well. Right then, let's move our way in to our next episode of Throwdown. Oh, okay. So I see that intergender matches are on then. Okay. Oh, this is very intergender today, isn't it? So Dean Blanchard versus Lata Beja, Mia Mizuki versus Rad. Okay. Poundcake Strawman and Voodoo Mama Juju. The Golden Sheik versus Blue Thunder, and Christian New York versus Hakano Taro. Not quite the card I was thinking of, must admit, but we know we need to do... have they set that up as a rivalry? Wow, okay. He has a rival fifth. You've just missed all the updates of the new people that we've created, but there you go. You'll catch up, don't worry. Right, so starting things off, opening the show with a match from our World Championship Tournament. We have got the main man, Starboy. There's a Starboy. Let's bolster his numbers at ringside for this one. And he's gone up against El Carnero. And then into the main event. Am I in... I don't have to do that, do I? Okay, that's fine. And then the main event is another match in the World Championship Tournament. This one being Bam Bam Boombox. I don't think it matters on here, does it? With the... Oh. No, okay. I'm just looking at... I'm getting so confused this year's game about like the control thing, but I think it's fine. Okay, so those are the two matches we need to have as part of the tournament. Have I actually written down what's going on somewhere? I don't believe I have, haven't I? Okay, that's good. So, in that group at the moment, Starboy and El Carnero both on 0 points. El Gimpo and Bam Bam Boombox both on 1. That is why we've got the matches we have. Okay. Okay, 2 male tag teams and a female tag team. I like the sound of that. Is there anyone else you want to see as part of this? I would like to potentially get a look at the new guy. I've forgotten his name already. Nope. There he is, Lex Wyndham. I don't know why I've got Dylan Hart set as his manager, but it just doesn't seem to pop up for some reason. That's a pretty good idea, New Gen. Yeah, definitely. I think the champion should be given some sort of boost to make it... Because I'm a little bit conscious that I don't want the championships to just change every single month. Granted, of course, we can change people's stats and so forth. That's not a problem. We've said we'll do that as well. Depending on how we feel they've done. Maybe we do that after every pay-per-view, or it depends how you guys feel, I suppose. Right, so who else hasn't wrestled yet? So we've got... It's mainly the hardcore guys, isn't it? Who is a good person for this guy to face off against? Should we go Axel Crockett? Should we have a debut? A debut bonanza for those two? And I would also like to see the new tag team as well. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm looking for, New Gen, as well. I agree with that. I think that it should be... Whoever's the champion should find it easier to hold it, because then it makes the title defenses a bit more interesting. Okay, so we want to do Amish Lincoln and Drew Washington up against... Which heel team should we put them up against then? I mean, there's only one team that hasn't actually wrestled yet. Should we go up against the team of Cerberus and Christian New York? Those are the only tag teams that haven't actually had a single match yet, so it makes sense. Christian New York getting a lot of action in these opening few episodes. And that leaves us with one extra position. Anyone got any suggestions for matches you'd like to see? I was thinking maybe squeezing the women's match in just to see how the women are. We've not really delved into the other match types yet, have we really? But there's not really much need at this point either. I think Casket is going to be a great one moving forward for Christian New York to delve into. Nothing here really shouts out. We could do Women's Battle Royal, potentially. Bloodline rules have become quite fun when we have like two stables against each other. I think just a standard match for now. Yeah, let's do a bit of Voodoo Mama Juju then. Voodoo Mama Juju. Voodoo Mama Juju. The Highway Raiders. I like that, Omega. I do like that a lot, actually. Female. Who can you face? Patio Door? Should we go for the two big hitters of last year's game? I was thinking of aligning Voodoo Mama Juju with Christian New York and that stable. Voodoo Mama Juju and Christian New York can be a mixed tag team. As well as potentially the Voodoo Mama actually managing the team as well. I think could be interesting. So are you all happy with that as a card for our last episode of Throwdown before we hit the Hardcore Championship tournament? No, all the women from last year's game. I haven't created anybody new yet from the women. I haven't even created all of them. I've created the ones that I sort of remembered. There's a few that I haven't done yet. I know I wouldn't want to necessarily, but there's quite a few of the ones that I like the just generic looking characters that I think we could get some use out of. You know, like the ones where you go in and it gives you a base model. Some of them are actually pretty decent. Maybe we can just slightly amend some bits on it to make it look better. I'm not sure, to be honest. I knew you. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. I think we're good with that card then, do we? So I have, Nugent, I have said what I did last time. So the four pillars, Starboy, Christian New York, Bam Bam Boombox, and White Tiger have all been buffed up to an 85. Everyone else is currently down at 75. So the four pillars have got a boost. Apart from that, everyone is still currently sat at standard. And we can, obviously, if there's anybody you guys want to agree that need to go up or down, we can definitely do that. That's not a problem. I think maybe Patio Dora as well. I'm pretty sure in last year's game she never lost. I think she had 6 matches, 6 wins, I think it was, and was the world champion. So, oh my god, this fucking chair. Yeah, I still haven't got my chair fixed, by the way, so it's still ropey. I've seen no complaints, so I think this is the card we'll stick with for now then. Rightio. Yeah, I think Patty should get a buff as well, I think. Yeah, you're right. So at the moment I've got it scheduled for... So obviously we've got the Hardcore Championship tournament now. We've got WrestleFest at the end of the month, which will crown the first world champion. And then on the second week of next month, we've got the Queen's Crown tournament, where we will crown our first women's champion. So hopefully by the end of next month, if we do a tag team tournament to finish at the main pay-per-view, by the end of next month we should have a Hardcore Champion, World Champion, Women's Champion and Tag Team Champions already locked in within the first 2 months of play. Then of course we've got like the YouTube Championship, the Cruiserweight Championship, stuff like that to try and bring in as we go forward as well. But yeah, Omega, I like those ideas. I'm just not very good at creating stuff is the only problem. I'm not very good at it. But yeah, I really like those ideas. I think the tag team division is something that needs a lot more love. I would like to, now that tag team matches sort of work this year, I would like to have a very strong tag division rather than just doing tornado matches all the time. We can have proper tag matches. So I'm happy to do that as well. Okay. Right then. The card for our second episode of Throwdown. We have got Starboy versus El Carnero in the WrestleFest World Championship Tournament. Both guys currently 0-1. One loss, one loss, 0 wins. I was right the first time. We've got Voodoo Mama Juju versus Patio Door on debuts for this year. Amish Lincoln and Drew Washington make their debut in a tag team match against the debuting team of Christian New York and Cerberus. Lex Wyndham debuts against Axel Crockett. It's all debuts this evening before our main event of the evening. Bam Bam Boombox versus El Gimpo. Both of them victorious in their opening match of the WrestleFest World Championship Tournament. And now a chance for one of them to put one hand on the main event of our WrestleFest pay-per-view. So without further ado, let's start the match. Boom. And I shall also have a look at the hardcore division then, ready for our pay-per-view coming up at the end of the week. I thought I had more. So we've got 6 dedicated hardcore wrestlers. Is that correct? We have more, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think... Yeah, I think we do have 8, because currently... Abdullah Poundcake and Bruiser Lee are not allocated as hardcore. That's why. It's my fault. Bruiser Lee, there he is. He's down as a main eventer, but I'm just going to allocate him as hardcore for now. There we go. Okay, so we have 8 hardcore wrestlers now. Look at these two. Starboy coming out. He knows he needs a win today. I'm a big Drew Strawman at his side. I'm a big fan of this big Drew Strawman core. I know I made it myself, so I shouldn't be that cocky about it, but it's one of the favourite ones I think I've actually done so far, to be honest with you. Right, so... I think we need to do... So I'm just going to put together the first round for the Hardcore Championship Tournament. So Abdullah Poundcake versus Bruiser Lee, as those two are going to just be perpetual enemies for the entirety of this universe mode. Who else we got? Amish Lincoln's in there as well, isn't he? Daggersteer. There's El Carnero. What a legend. The man that nobody wanted to do well, but always seems to force his way into the picture somehow. We'll do Frank versus Jun Ito. That'd be an interesting debut for both of them. Yeah, I've really got a bit out there with some of these hardcore guys, I must admit. But I just really wanted to have a full hardcore roster. That's me done. I won't create anybody now unless I'm told to, I promise. Dastagear versus Amish Lincoln. Which leaves us with Jax versus Gacy. There we go. Boom, okay. That's our first round sorted then. So Abdullah Poundcake versus Bruiser Lee, Frank versus Jun Ito, Dastagear versus Amish Lincoln, and Jax versus Gacy. Perfect, okay. Yeah, I did make make El Carnero a bit tubby this year. I don't know why, it just sort of felt right at the time. I had a sort of thought of La Parka. I just remember La Parka being a bit tubby. They still haven't got rid of this toggle info bug yet, then, have they not? Okay, that's great. A women's tag team called She Court, consisting of Titiana and Mab. Based on mythology of the Fae. Okay. I'm going to struggle to remember all this. Of the Fae? Have I spelled it wrong? Yeah, I have spelled it completely wrong. That was completely... I mean, I couldn't have got that much wrong if I tried. Okay, it's Gaelic mythology. Okay. Oh, I like that idea, actually, then. Ah, that's really cool, actually, because one of them... Okay. Because I was looking the other day, and there's all this stuff. Oh, you see on the left-hand side of the screen, Carpet, it just says toggle info in the middle of the screen. I can't get rid of it. But now you've seen it, it's going to annoy you now as well. Let me have some audio. I haven't got the audio at the moment. There we go. I'll just disconnect my headphones so I can connect my headphones. There we go. The audio's okay, is it then? Yeah, saying, Omega, I was looking through the core thing the other day for women, and there was a load of stuff that's like leaf, almost like poison ivy, sort of, and if one of those is like that... Okay, not you. I do like the idea, though. I think we have to really go a very over gimmicky. I think that's the only way it really works, isn't it? I was looking as well, bearing in mind that obviously the game has got some base stuff on there, and there is Roman outfits still, so we could have Roman soldiers and like a general, like a Caesar or something like that. And there was also pirate stuff, so pirates are definitely something we could do. Lots of different types of pirate hat. I remember we used to have a guy called Crack Sparrow a few years ago. We could definitely bring Crack Sparrow back. Yeah, is the audio all okay? No issues, is there? We all good on this one? But no, I like that, Omega. I'll work on that over this coming week. I'm away one night this week. I technically start my new job tomorrow. Ah, okay, that's quite clever, actually, yeah. I'm assuming fairies are faces. They're not really evil fairies. Yeah, we can definitely do that, I think. I did want to use the that leafy attire, so I can show you at some point. It's like a leafy dress and with long leafy gloves and stuff like that, and I thought it would work really, really well. So definitely something we could do. Yes, we've got the Roman outfits, you've got the pirate outfits. I did also, we mentioned giving Starboy the natural selection as a finisher. I've done that. I've also given him 5 different variations of the figure 4 leg lock as well, so he can use various different versions of it just to make things more interesting. I don't know why he's shouting at my logo, but there you go. Elbow into the face. Starboy needs this win, by the way. They're just choking out El Carnero. Also, we need some extra matches for the Hardcore Tournament pay-per-view, because at the moment, we've got the 4 first-round matches, 2 semi-finals, then the finals. So we've got 3 empty spots for matches we can squeeze in. So, obviously, we want to stick to the Extreme Rules motif. I think at the moment, with who I've created from last year, we currently have 2 heel female tag teams and 2 face female tag teams. I'd like to get 9 teams if possible. Starboy's got it. I would like to get 9 teams if possible, because I want to try to make sure we can always do a full tournament and still have the champions, if that makes sense. Starboy with the victory. He gets the win and moves back up to a 0. As the man, the myth, the legend known as El Carnero doesn't exist. Oh, El Carnero, there he is. Okay. He loses. That moves him down to a -2, El Carnero. He was so strong last year. And this year, struggling. Indeed, struggling. Right then. Ooh, female action. Got a bit of female action, haven't you? You want to download Starboy? I can definitely upload him. I haven't done it yet, to be honest with you, but I can upload him. I haven't uploaded any of our characters as of yet, to be honest, but I can definitely upload him. I'm on next-gen consoles, so it'll only be on PS5 or Xbox, whatever it is these days. How is Scotland getting hammered at home by Greece? My word. I think I've done pretty well with Voodoo Mama Juju to try and keep her as pretty close as she was last year. However, I do need to, and don't take this out of context, I think I do need to remove her bra. There she is. I played it a little bit new gen. It's for me, I don't enjoy playing the game that much, I must admit. Although I did spend a good couple of hours earlier on my faction, I don't really enjoy playing the game that much itself. And I did a little bit of... it is on there, but I've got it hidden. I'll move it to the bottom of the main sheet if that's okay. Okay. There you go, Carpet. If you scroll down on the first sheet, ignore the UK Grappler Chaos Theory. That's just a note for myself that I want to do. If you scroll to the bottom of the first sheet, you'll see little rough standings, nothing over the top. But that's after the top group has had 2 matches each. The bottom group, obviously, Bam Bam and El Gimpo have got 1 match in hand, so one of those 2 will go on to 2 points further on. Yeah, I need to remove a bra because you can see the straps. And that's what I wanted, by the way, UK Grappler. I've seen quite a lot of good UK stuff as well, so I wanted to try and make a UK, maybe at least a stable. I'd like to have a tag team and then maybe at least 1 sort of grappler. I'm thinking more technical based, Chaos Theory, German suplex as a finisher, all that sort of stuff. I like that, actually, yeah, the Valkyries. Because we did have Harold Winterguard as a Viking in the previous game. We haven't recreated him yet, and we always mentioned about him having a tag team, like a Viking tag team. Very much just like Hanson and Rowe, I suppose, but of War Machine, whatever they're called these days. War Raiders, Viking Experience, whatever they're called these days. But yeah, the Valkyries would be a good shout as well. I need to start writing some of these down, don't I? I don't know if I've got a pen that works. I do have a pen that works. Valkyries, female Viking, tag. Yeah, I think so, yeah. WrestleFest is very much our mania, and what I've got planned is in January we've got a show called Survival of the Fittest, if we get to January that is, like, but Survival of the Fittest is basically going to be similar to a Rumble, but it will be a full-on 30-person elimination gauntlet match, so rather than a Rumble, it's full-on gauntlet. Highway Raiders. LOD/demolition. Powerhouses. Oh yeah, Rock and Roll Connection, because there's a move on the game which is basically just someone playing air guitar with in a submission. And I'm feeling bringing in these sort of like classic tag teams is going to increase the amount of managers as well, I would hope. Okay, I wrote those notes down now. I finally found a pen that works. Bit of training blows. I want to have a look at as well. Apparently there are much better variations of the sliders now. We're currently playing on basic sliders, and I think that probably we should have better sliders to make the match quality a bit better. Quick roll up there by Patty O'Dore. Is it Patty O'Dore or Patty Cake? I can't remember which one it was now. We should have both, shouldn't we? That'd be a good tag team. The Irish lasses. Patty O'Dore and Patty Cake. As the armbar locked in. Voodoo Mama Juju able to break free. Oh, and rolled straight now into another arm submission. How much can Voodoo Mama Juju take? Well, more than that, evidently. We do also have a Queen of the Deathmatch planned in for later in the year if we want to have a female hardcore champion. That is it. Wow. Yeah, Patty O'Dore was so dominant last year, continues the domination this year. We don't need any of these women. They weren't that impressive. Let's just get rid of them. I did put a note to create a female character called Donna Matrix. I thought that was a pretty clever name, so maybe we'll do that at some point. So at the moment we have a roster of 12 women, currently with Patty O'Dore top and Voodoo Mama Juju in bottom. A power bottom. Right. Time for tag team action. The Election Connection make their return to the Universe mode up against the team of Cerberus and Christian New York. The Election Connection versus the Devil's Favorite Demons. So Amish Lincoln stuck very much the same attire, and Drew Washington slightly adapted. He has got a very similar attire, but he's definitely started to lean more onto the American flag motif. I also see Amish Lincoln being heavily involved in the Hardcore Championship division, and I also see Drew Washington being heavily involved in the upper mid-card. I'm thinking Intercontinental Championship and that sort of area as well. I was looking at some sort of, I forgot what it's called now. What's those guys called? That's terrible. Cthulhu-esque sort of tag team, because you have got like the mask with like the tentacles and that on it, and I thought that would be quite a cool little thing to have. A sort of like almost think like the Dark Order, having just a group of like minions with those masks on, running around while you have the one main Cthulhu. There's also, in the one I did years ago, we had the ancient Egyptians, we had Cleopatra, we had Osiris, we had a few other ancient Egyptian style. But then again, at what point do we just become like Age of Mythology? We're just battling ancient creatures at this point. But I do like my mythology, which is probably why we're going that way, I suppose. And it's clever, I suppose, as well. I mean, I'm not like... What's the best way of putting it? I haven't got enough creativity in me to build something from scratch. Everything I make is always based on something, even loosely. Come on, mate, you're milking this now. Let's just get into the match. Right, so this is an interesting match, this one. Two potentially very strong tag teams in our universe. Kicking things off with Christian New York. So far, for him, 1 win, 1 loss. He's not going to want to hit 2 losses, though, is he? Christian New York, one of the main eventers, one of the founding fathers, if you will, which is a bit ironic considering who he's facing, but one of the pillars of this universe mode. What does Oberon look like? Obrada. Oh my god, it's creepy. Okay. He's a treeman. Okay. Oh, I wonder if he can wear the tree outfit. I don't think the tree outfit is available for men, to be honest. It's only available for female characters. Little Peter Pan-esque cruiserweight. And here comes big Cerberus, who's loosely based... Cerberus is based on 2 things: the 3-headed dog that guards the gates of Hades, as well as Kane, because Christian New York is very much Undertaker, so... And we have already seen Cerberus in action once. He did pick up the victory. Are we sending... I know we said we give Patio Door an upgrade. Are we sending Patio Door all the way up to an 85 as well? Or just up to an 80? Same with anyone else. I mean, we've obviously allocated our 4 pillars up to an 85, which gives them a 10-point boost on more or less everybody. Is there anybody we move up or move down in that list? I mean, some people in the middle. I know we had some fan favourites last time. I mean, El Gimpo is somebody potentially. And, I mean, the other people involved in the tournament. I mean, Golden Sheik, The Border, El Gimpo and El Carnero. Maybe they should be up to 80s. And the other 4 pillars up to an 85. And everyone else should be roughly where they are. Until we get to the first pay-per-view, I suppose. And sort of decide where we are. So Washington is very much he's a smart sort of tactician in the ring. Yeah, I was thinking that, New Gen, yeah. What's it called? Feast or Fired. I'll do Feast or Fired, but I don't really want to do the Fired bit. I just want to do the Feast bit. We could do, like, yeah, buff or debuff. So I think I did it in the past, and what we did in the past was we did like an elimination match, and whoever got the elimination gained the reward, and we didn't know what the reward was until the very end. So we could do that as the next pay-per-view if you want. At the hardcore tournament, we can do like a, I don't know, like a 6-person elimination match, and we can have the 6 eliminations all have some sort of buff or debuff. I mean, if we get a group of people we don't necessarily like, we can definitely do Feast or Fight on them and just sort of like go, well, someone's getting deleted off the planet. I mean, it'll make more sense in the future, I suppose. Once we have champions in place and stuff like that, we can give them title matches and stuff like that. But when it comes to just getting ranking points, we did do that towards in a couple of times last time, didn't we? Because we had... Who was it? Stone Age Rage and Hulk Hogan at home. They both like lost their opening 5 or 6 matches in a row. So I'm pretty sure we gave them a pay-per-view match, and the winner got their first point, and the loser got like a -10 decrease. I think for pay-per-views, it's definitely a good way to go. Make things a bit more important, I suppose. Six. That leg drop to the back of the head by Cerberus. There's the pin. Drew in once again. Remember, you're only allowed to enter the ring once after you've tagged. You're only allowed to enter the ring once illegally in between tags. That's to stop the matches going forever. If you do enter again, you will be disqualified. As Christian New York looking to go old school. I'm curious, right? What was old school called originally? Because it wasn't old school when he was in the first few years, surely. Was it new school? Either way, it's victory. That's what it is. Christian New York gets the victory. Amish Lincoln suffers a loss in his debut match this year. As does... Where's Big Drew? There's Drew. Drew suffers a loss as well. And then we have victory then for Cerberus, who now has had 2 matches, 2 wins. That's good for him. And Christian New York as well picks up the victory. That moves him up to a +1, which is where he will want to be. It's been a very good start so far for Underworld. I mean, a couple of hiccups along the way, but a very good start nonetheless. I think we did that, New Gen, didn't we? We were looking at doing that with the YouTube Championship, where if you held it for the whole year, or if you held it for, was it 4 or 5 defenses, you could cash it in for a World Championship match. I don't think we ever got anyone to do it in the end, did we? But it wasn't far away, I don't think. So the debut then of Lex Wyndham and Axel Crockett. I like Lex. I do like Lex a lot. Axel, I'm still a little bit rough around the edges with him. He's a very old school grappler. This is a very 80s style match, I think. There he is. Look at that tight ass. The most handsome man in all of SWE is here to make his debut. I mean, this guy just absolutely screams Intercontinental Champion. And this guy and Drew Washington, I'm pretty sure they've got to be going for it. And his opponent then is going to be a new one. Hulk Hogan at home. Yeah, I was thinking, obviously we spoke about having somebody face off against the Border. And I remember originally we had someone called the Nacho Man, who was a Macho Man ripoff, but Mexican. We could have the Nacho Man and Hulk Hogan at home. Here he is, Axel Crockett. Again, another upper mid-carder, I think, another Intercontinental guy. Another very slow-moving guy, I know that for a start. Let's get you in the ring, mate. Let's get you in the bloody ring. Right, here we go. Lex Wyndham versus Axel Crockett is underway. No, it's not, because I've lost my audio. Oh. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We had a slight lag spike there, but it seems to be okay. What's your opinions now, Mega, after seeing him in the actual flesh? Is it what you were hoping for? I'm assuming you're hoping for a victory, aren't you, really? But we'll find out. At the moment, it's a pretty strong start. Yeah. Poor old Axel. There's a few people backstage that seem to be with those beliefs. The elbow drop into the spine. Going for a quick win here, Lex. I mean, the consolation stable just gets stronger every week now, doesn't it, really? That referee distracted by the sledgehammer thrown into the ring, allowing Lex to turn things round. Let's clothesline to the corner. And a nice strong lariat to the back of the head as well. Axel's got no offense in so far. It's all been Lex the whole way through. He's running through him like a Lex Express. That slap, just bitch slapped him out of his boots. Yeah, Axel's feeling like a jobber. He's getting some offense now, but he's feeling very jobber-esque. He's definitely struggling here. Here they are, trading blows. Who's going to come out on top of this one? Nobody, but looks like they're both rocked. And Axel's got him up, though. Oh, Alabama Slam. Alabama Slam. Big move by Axel. Is he just done a complete Cena here? No, as I say, he's been dominating the entire match and then steals the victory. Oh! Where did that come from? Where on earth did that come from? Let's put Spain versus the Netherlands. Let's put that on. That'll do this, won't it? I can't believe I just saw Axel do a dive. I wasn't expecting that at all, to be honest with you. Both guys slide back in. There's the Fez press. That's one of his signature maneuvers. Oh, he's going. He's going. Middle of the ring. Package pile driver. Game, set, match, surely. Referee distracted by the turnbuckle pad. Poor managerial work there. It's backfired. Oh, has he wasted too much time? He has wasted too much time. Wow. It has got fucking dark all of a sudden. I'm going to go and shut my door. Yeah, Axel's not doing well, is he? And again, he's gone for the aeroplane spin into the cutter. There's no way Axel's won this. There's no way Axel's turned this round, surely. No, Lex kicks out. Yeah, Axel's feeling very much like he's going down the jobbing route at the moment. But then again, he's done well here. He's turned this match around somewhat. I mean, the fans are enjoying it. Cheeky roll up. Ooh, only a 2 count. Lex is up on top. Nice drop kick. Again, though, the ref distracted by the top turnbuckle padlock, and Lex get the big boot into the head. Nice leg breaker. Totally a hell of a trios now, isn't it? Having Lex Wyndham, Big Drew Strawman, and Starboy all in the ring at the same time, working together. Diving fist. Something that you don't want to Google anytime soon. Axel stalking, ready for Crockett to head up to his feet. He's going again. He's got him hooked. No, looking for the package pile driver. Axel's broken free. If Crockett wins this will be a travesty. Nice gutbuster. Straight into the pin himself. He stole it, didn't he? No, Lex again. Kicking out. Wow. But he's up on the shoulders now into the airplane spin. We've seen it once already. Into the cutter. And I think Axel might know. How has Lex got back up on his feet after that? These two guys going the distance. And we're trading blows once again. For the 872nd time of the match. Nice stiff arm lariat. Dropping the fist once again. Great performance by Bitch. Both. There we go. So Lex has got it, but Axel did show some good work there, actually, towards the end. It looked like it was going to be an absolute whitewash for quite some time. But there's still potential for both these guys in the future. But it is Lex Wyndham who picks up the overall victory first time round. In what was a 4-star match. Probably our highest match we've had so far in this game. As we move into our main event of the evening. The classic that everybody wanted to see. We have got Bam Bam Boombox going one-on-one against El Gimpo. This is the match everyone's been waiting for. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. I think you can turn the trading blows down. I think make it less, well, hair versus hair match. We could definitely do stuff like that, yeah. I was thinking that, new Gen. We do, oh my fucking god, this fucking chair. Oh, I need to get a new fucking chair, I really do. Especially now I'm going to be working from home on Fridays now moving forward, so that's going to be good. Get all my recordings done on a Friday, where I'm supposed to be working, obviously. No, I'm going to be working from home on Fridays. I need to get a better chair than this, to be honest. Otherwise, I'm going to go arse over tit quite often. There he is, the man, the gimp, the legend. Why has he got a white neck? What? Is this normal? Did this happen last week? He's got a different colour head than he's got body. Is that... what? Did we do that? Why? Somebody's replaced his head with somebody else's head. I don't know what's gone on here. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's not how he was before. Maybe it's another classic 2K bug, because there's been a lot of them. So I was creating arenas yesterday. My word, is it terrible. How have they broken it? They have not even changed creating it. He's gone back now. It's working. It's just the entrance. Okay. Yeah, they've not changed creating arena at all, but somehow they've broken it. I don't know what they've done. Like, you change something and something else starts changing instead. It's just, it really is bad. I don't know how they've broken it this much, to be honest with you. Bam Bam gets around the back of El Gimpo. Remember, this is a very important match because both these guys won their opening matches of the tournament. Oh, I forgot to write the bloody match history down, didn't I? What a tit. So we know this was Lex Wyndham versus Axel Crockett. It was a singles match. There was no point to it. It was a Lex Wyndham win by pinfall. Pinfall! Starboy won that. Washington and Amish Lincoln versus Sarah Burris and Tris. What on earth was that? No point to it, and it was a win for the tag team of those two. And it was... Oh, I remembered all the matches on this card. I'm really good, aren't I? Okay, at least I'm up to date now. We're up to date. Is that it already? My word, I wasn't even paying attention. Wow. Well, Bam Bam Boombox has just absolutely bam-bammed the crap out of El Gimpo. He's absolutely hammered him there. I wasn't even paying... What did he even beat him with? Was that running knee? Was it literally a running knee strike? I was writing down the bloody card from the rest of the show. Well, there we go. Bam Bam Boombox picks up the victory, which now puts him in the lead in the championship tournament of Group B anyway. He moves up to a 2 in the rankings. El Gimpo drops down to a 0. Okay. So, at the moment in Group A, you've got the Border on 2 points, Christian New York and White Tiger on 1 point, and the Golden Sheik on 0. In Group B, you've got Bam Bam Boombox on 2 points. You've got El Gimpo and Starboy on 1 point apiece, and El Carnero on 0. On the next 2 episodes then, so on the next Mayhem, Christian New York faces White Tiger, and the Border faces the Golden Sheik. If the Border defeats the Golden Sheik, then he will guarantee himself the main event spot at WrestleFest. However, if the Border was to lose to Golden Sheik, then there probably would be a buffer match between the Border and the winner of Christian New York and White Tiger. And then also on to Throwdown in Group B, El Carnero and El Gimpo face each other. They are both on a point apiece, yep. And it's a very similar situation as that one then. So if Bam Bam Boombox can pick up the victory against Starboy, big history between those two guys as well, then Bam Bam Boombox will main event WrestleFest. If Starboy defeats Bam Bam Boombox, then Starboy and Bam Bam will both be on 2 points each. If El Gimpo beats El Carnero, then he'll be on 2 points as well. We got a massive, messy triple threat there. But then we'll cross those bridges when we come to them, because that is a very awkward set of matches. Okay. Okay. We are good. And we are ready to finish off this episode of Throwdown. Right. Righty, righty, right. Left. Yeah, Bam Bam is he's just elite, isn't he? Right, so let me just double check I've done this correctly. So we do have, coming up, yep, we've got the King of the Deathmatch tournament. And then down here we've got WrestleFest as well. So, King of the Deathmatch, let's get straight into it then, because we do have a Hardcore Championship, don't we? Look at the United States belt, is pretty cool as well, isn't it? Yeah, Hardcore Championship. So what I've actually got, I've not really messed around with these much. We've got the SWE Championship, we've got the United States Championship, the World Tag Team Championship, the Cruiserweight Championship, the Women's World Championship, and the Hardcore. We do need a YouTube Championship at some point. I thought it was so cool, I managed to find a World Championship that's basically very similar to our logo. I've not done this. This was just sheer luck of the draw. But yeah, the Hardcore Championship is what is up for grabs in this tournament. That's fine. So, we need some more matches because we have our Hardcore Champion... Oh, let's have a look at what we've got here. Okay. I love the way it just randomly throws a women's tag team in there just for fun. Okay. Lex Wyndham and Voodoo Mama Juju. It really does love the mixed matches, doesn't it? Interesting. Okay, I like the main event. That could work. Right, so obviously it is a Hardcore Championship tournament. We're going to go Extreme Rules. And we're kicking things off with the forever enemies in Abdullah Poundcake and Bruiser Lee. So, any other match suggestions? Throw them out there now, because of the delay. It's going to only come through in a second anyway. We need 3 more matches to be filled on this card. So this one is going to be Frank. I don't know if this is an English thing, but there used to be a load of adverts years ago about people who are addicted to drugs. And used to have to ring Frank. That's where I came with the name. And Jun Ito. Got a Japanese deathmatch legend coming to the company. Then we'll have a little bit of... Why would... Okay, interesting. We'll have a bit of Dastagia going up against Amish Lincoln. And then in our final first round match, we will have a bit of Gacy versus Jax. So Jax was last year, but didn't really get a lot of use out of him last year, but I'm expecting better this year from him. Gacy's 80 rated. He must have had he must be in the higher in the power rankings, maybe. Okay. Right, so that is the first 4 matches. So we're going to have after the 4 matches, we'll have 2 other random matches. Then we'll have the 2 semi-finals, then another random match, then the main event. Okay. So let's lock in a couple of matches here. We'll stick, of course, with the Extreme Rules aspect to it. We could do a brawl. Should we try a TLC? Has anyone tried ladder matches this year, apart from obviously the horrible one in the showcase mode? The ladder matches work. But then again, there's nothing to dangle above the ladder, is there? So it's a bit of a pointless one, isn't it, really? Let's go with... We could throw a random War Games match in there, I suppose, but... I always wonder what's the difference between a no-holds-barred and an Extreme Rules. Does anyone know the answer to that one? Oh, me fucking chair. Let's go for a 2-on-2 Extreme Rules. Ladder matches are worse this year. Okay, we'll ignore that then. That is roughly what I wanted. Sher Khan and Kareem Khan can go up against the team of Okay, we can do that, yeah. Let's do that one. Oh, this is... Yeah, this is Tornado, isn't it? Unipu and Expalanque versus... Big Drew Strawman and Lex Wyndham. It is Extreme Rules, so they're going to get themselves in some trouble. Boom. Okay. Do we add a Big Drew Strawman and Lex Wyndham to the tag team division as well then, as another heel variation tag team? Or is this a one-off match? Do we add them as like a... I mean, not saying we're going to use them as a tag team week in, week out, but they're there if they can get enough wins to potentially go for the tag championships. And then maybe let's go with a... Let's go with a triple threat. Let's get some bitches in here. Who do I think female-wise would be the ones... I mean, you look like you'd get involved in some hardcore shit. I mean, you're Irish. I mean, fighting with weapons is sort of in your DNA. I feel like potentially one of these, I think, will feel your pain. Okay, well that's our card for now. Obviously, once we get further into the show, we can add in our semi-finals here, one more special match, and then into the main event here. I'm thinking that's not a bad shout. Maybe a 6-man tag here, though. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, okay. Let's actually put this match in now. Why not? So I can't do that, can I? It's a tag team. 3-on-3 Tornado. I want 3-on-3 Tornado Extreme Rules. Is that not a thing? Yeah, we can have them as a trio then. We could sort of we'll what's the word called? What are they called? Freebird rule them. I wonder if we should do Bloodline rules, you know. Should we do a little we could just do a little War Games, couldn't we? Just a little one. That's just a little War Games just to squeeze in for a bit of fun. Just a little War Games. I don't know, I'm just squeezing a little War Games into a random pay-per-view. I've got no idea, to be honest, but it is what it is. I think we do have enough, don't we? We do have enough. We can do a 4-on-4 then, I think, because we can do... Captain Mustafa. Oh, no, so it puts them in that order, doesn't it? I don't want them to be in that order. Okay, so we want to put in... Shere Khan. We'll have the Golden Sheik in there, actually, yeah. Shere Khan. We can't use Dastardly because he's part of the pay-per-view. Kareem Khan, that's the man. Captain Mustafa and the Golden Sheik. There we go, lovely. And they're going up against Acus, Rad, Cerberus. And we could use Minos, but I want to go the whole hog. Let's throw Big Man in there. We're seeing lots of him, but I think it's definitely worth it. Okay. Okay, so that's our card. Obviously, we just need to come back in midway through. We need to change the semi-finals and then the final at the end as well to see who walks out as the champion. Do I have a... I've got 6 or 8 man tag wins. That'd be fine. We can use that. Okay. Oh, freaking K. Let me just write this down because I'm going to forget. I've written most of it down already, so I'm not going to do too much, I promise. So we just need to write down... Windham and Big Drew Straw Man. Extreme Rules, no point to the match. We've also then got Crimson Sun versus Patty O. Door versus Ophelia Payne in a three-way match for no reason. And then we've got... Okay, I can do that one now. Okay, we're fine. Right then. Are you ready to rumble? This is a pay-per-view, new gents. We're doing a pay-per-view every 2 weeks. We've got the main pay-per-view at the end of the month, and then early in the month it will be mostly tournaments. So this is the King of the Deathmatch tournament. It's a one-off. It's just this 1 week. We've got a King of the Deathmatch tournament culminating in crowning the first hardcore champion at the end. Does that make sense? Tough. Right. So that's why it's a 10-match card, because it is technically a pay-per-view. Right then. So this is the card for our King of the Deathmatch tournament for now. We have got in the first round of the tournament, we have Abdullah Poundcake versus Bruiser Lee. We've got Frank versus Jun Ito. We've got Dastagear versus Amish Lincoln. And we've got Gacy versus Jax. Those are all first round matches in the Hardcore Championship tournament. Then we've got Extreme Rules Tag Team, Hunapu and Ex Belanque going up against Lex Wyndham and Drew Strawman. Women's Trios Hardcore Action as Crimson Sun, Patty O'Dore and Ophelia Payne tackle each other. These two will be semi-finals for the Hardcore Championship tournament, which will be put in as we go through the card. And then we do have a little War Games towards the end of the card as well, with the Underworld going up against the New Caliphate. And then, of course, the main event of the show will be our Hardcore Championship match, once we know who's in the finals. Right. Let's go, 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 go. Come on, New Gen. Keep up, mate. War Games. Christian. Still no MZK Punk tonight as well. Terrible. He's going to miss the Golden Sheik potentially losing again. This time inside War Games. Who would have thought the Golden Sheik would be in a War Games match this early on, but there he is. So these two I see just being enemies for the entirety of this universe mode. Abdullah Poundcake, Bruiser Lee, your classic Abdullah the Butcher versus Bruiser Brody. As always, here we go. Champion. So by the end of this show, we should have our first champion crown in the universe mode. And it could be one of these two men. Not in the new one, no. I have been recording all of the episodes, so I will be uploading them. I've got them all ready to go. I just want to make thumbnails for them. I want to be a bit more organised this time round, so this is also being recorded, so this will also be uploaded as well. So if you get distracted, New Gen, you could always track back if you need to. I know, obviously, for you guys in the US, you are quite a few hours behind where I am at the moment. It's just about gone 7:30 in the evening here. I'm assuming you guys are sort of like 1, 2, 3, somewhere around them sort of ranges. But for Mohammed, I think he is ahead of us time-wise. So I don't think the streams really work out well time-wise for him. Especially on a Sunday, because he's got to get up on a Monday, I would imagine. Right then, here we go. Yeah, 3:32. I always think it's, are you centralish then, are you, New Gen? I know this, we've had this discussion before, I know roughly where you are, I'm sure I do, but I'm sure, is East Coast is like 3 hours, and West Coast is 5 hours, I think, from us? That's what I've got up in the past, anyway. I mean, both these guys have got Hardcore Championship in their future, I would imagine. Both of them, but we'll see who gets the chance to push on and get the first actual chance at the title. It's an interesting one because obviously everyone is currently rated the same, so I mean it'd be interesting to see which one of the 8 do get the championship opportunity. And it is going to be Pound Cake who goes under the ring first, looking for a trash can. Okay, Eastern is 4, Mountain is 5, Pacific is 6. Okay. That's why I always hate whenever I try and watch a pay-per-view and it's only got the American times on it. And it's like, it's this time and this time and this time. I'm sat there thinking, well, what does that fucking mean for me? I've got to try and figure out what time's what and where it... Oh, yeah, it's confusing. Thankfully, AEW tends to just do 1 a.m. starts in our time. So, which is why I'm so happy AEW done a lot of Saturday pay-per-views, because 1 a.m. till 5 a.m. on a Saturday night isn't the end of the world. 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. on a Sunday night is terrible. Nice Samoan drop there by Abdullah Pound Cake. Drop straight into the pin, looking for a quick win here. Remember, the winner of this has got to have 3 matches this evening alone. That's a lot of matches. Bruiser Lee now the spine buster. Only a 2 count. It was getting there though, wasn't it? Look at that. Wheelbarrow German suplex. And big Bruiser Lee now. Yeah, the last one was a Saturday. It was annoying. Or Sunday even. They did a nice chunk of Sundays in a row. It was great. Now they've gone back to Saturday. I sorry, a nice bit of Saturdays in a row. Now they're going back to Sundays again. I understand it's all about not competing with other sports, isn't it, in America? But it's a pain in the arse for the UK. The best thing for us is if it's a bank holiday weekend, it's not too bad. And obviously Forbidden Door will be okay for us because it's in the UK anyway, but big Bruiser Lee just dumping Pound Cake and then smashes him with the kendo stick. I realise this. Both of these CAWs just look like I'm really bad at making CAWs and made a Bruiser Brody and Abdullah the Butcher. They are very much just rip-offs, aren't they? But that's what we do. I think I've said before that there's a... I don't know if you probably don't get it in America like we do, but like you'll see every now and again advertised in your local area. It'll say like American wrestling, it'll be advertised as. And it won't be like independent wrestling. It'll be people dressed up as The Rock and The Undertaker and Sting. Basically just doing rip-off matches. And that's sort of what we've done here, essentially, isn't it? We should have made these full scan anyway as well, shouldn't we, really, I suppose? But there you go. As Bruiser Lee does have a sledgehammer now, dropping it right into the gut. Absolutely brutality here. Broke his tailbone. We do need full set anyway, I think, don't we? Just because these matches can get a little bit... they can get bogged down outside, can't they? Then again, they're back in. Bruiser Lee up on top. Ooh. Yeah, WWE is pretty terrible, yeah. There it is. Bruiser Lee gets the win, and he moves on to the semi-finals. Big win for Bruiser Lee. Pinfall. The UK independent scene is really... It's died a lot because of WWE, essentially. WWE destroyed it when they did their whole NXT UK. It shut down a lot of UK companies, including the one I used to go and see that was localish to me. There's a few knocking around now, but they're not anywhere near what it used to be. WWE completely killed it. They really did. There we go. Rankings updated. And we move on to the next match in the tournament. Yeah, WCPW, it didn't last very long that either, though, to be really. Unfortunately, it just didn't really last that long at all. It's quite funny, actually, because I was talking to my friend about this, PJ Tover, the other day, and we used to go and watch a company called Southside Wrestling quite a lot. And Southside Wrestling, if you watch AEW now, you'll notice that Sasha, or Mercedes, whatever her name is carrying a belt that's called the Queen of Southside. And that is actually the Women's Championship from that show that we used to go and watch local to where we used to live at the time. That's dead now, yeah. NXT UK is dead, but the independent scene's never really reeled from it. I mean, apart from Progress and ICW are still going strong. That's about all I can think of in the UK these days. I mean, there used to be quite a few up and down. I mean, there's probably some knocking around, but there used to be a lot more. And they used to bring a lot of American talent across, a lot of independent wrestlers, but it just doesn't seem to happen. Oh, cool, you got the you got Rev Pro as well, obviously, haven't you? Who do some work with AEW here and there. Apart from those three, I can't really think of any, to be honest. So this is Frank. I wanted sort of like a crazy sort of Necro Butcher-esque hillbilly, and I was just thinking of Shameless and the guy called Frank Gallagher. There's a bit of New Jack in there as well, I suppose. He's taking his time. Let's spin on. Yeah. This is Jun Ito, another random person I made last night after a few beers. I was thinking of Jun Kasai, and there's another guy I used to watch called Ryu Ito. They were both from, is it BJW? Did some work in CZW in the mid to late 2010s. And they were both like just Japanese deathmatch wrestlers, really. Yeah, the UK independent scene's gone now, really. WWE completely killed it. You've got those three main companies, but yeah, good luck trying to get tickets for them. Plus, they're all based, I mean, ICW's based up in Scotland. I'm not driving that far. And Progress and Rev Pro mainly run in London, and I just hate London with a passion. I ain't going anywhere near London. Here we go. And these two are going to be interesting. I like this Ryu Ito guy. This is going to be a battle of the ages, this one. I think we could definitely use... I'm dying. We could definitely use... if we use the match editor, we can create a backstage brawl where you have to win by pinfall. And that's how we'll do our sort of hardcore 24/7 rule, I think. Just randomly in shows, we can do a backstage brawl. Obviously, at the end of month 1 as well, once we've done our world champion and our hardcore champion, we can start to set up some feuds as we go into a sort of tag title tournament, as well as doing women's championship tournament as well. Nice little kick there by Frank. Yeah, I suppose it's not, especially for AEW wise, it's not too bad in America still, because you can book AEW talent, I suppose, and Ring of Honor talent. And now WWE are letting you book the ID talent, but they're struggling some of them, aren't they, a bit, aren't they? But yeah, NXT UK really destroyed the UK scene. And slowly some of them are starting to come back now when they're getting released, aren't they? Big Damo's back. He was part of Sanity. He's come back over. There's not many of them, though, to be honest. Trading of blows happen. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I am pretty, my entire life is after a few beers. It's that bit from SpongeBob, you know, it goes like, 3 hours later. Mine's just 3 cans of beer later. I do have some beers, actually, I might have one. I got some, from the brewery I worked in, I got some beer on the way out on Friday. And I've got something called Kronenberg Beer. And it is a lager beer that has a hint of citrus. It's quite nice, actually. It's got like a touch of lemon flavouring to it. It's lovely. That's Frank now in control of Ito. Up on top now, we're going for a nice superplex onto the handle with a sledgehammer as well. Very painful. So the winner of this one will go up against Bruiser Lee in the semi-finals. Frank with a strike in the gut now, up into a jumping pile driver. A few beers later. Into the pin. Only a 2 count. Not to beat there now. Yeah, that wasn't English. Frank with the strikes now. Going to go again. Up for a pile driver. This time taking him a tour around so everyone can get a look, and then drops him head first. That could be game, set, match here for Frank. It is indeed. Wow. Big win for Frank on his debut. Again, whether we keep these guys is up to you. I've created them basically this tournament, but I like some of them. Show history. No. Match history. There we go. Frank. Oh, we've got to get another homeless guy called Beans, and they can have a tag team called Frank and Beans. Frank and Beans. There we go. Frank with a win, and he will face Bruiser Lee now in the first semi-final of the Hardcore Championship Tournament. Right, let's move on. Frank and Beans. I was going to say I've lost audio, but of course I lost audio. There's no bloody audio on the screen, is there? This is the debut then of Dastagear, who is part of the new Caliphate stable. I sort of had, again, like I said, I always have something in mind when I'm creating these people. I was sort of leaning down the Sabu / Mustafa Ali route. So this is a guy who's going to be heavily involved in the hardcore division, but also in the cruiserweight division as well. Going up against one of our founding fathers, of course, in Amish Lincoln. Here he is, Dastagier. Don't ask where the name came from because I couldn't possibly explain it. It was complete sheer luck, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in his, today. And of course he's going up against the one, the only Amish Lincoln. Who has just got a hint of, what was his name now? I thought his name now. Who was the guy in ECW? Amish Roadkill, that was it. Amish Roadkill. Good old Amish Roadkill, I remember him now. Right then, so Lincoln could do with the win, really, because he has struggled somewhat. Well, he's had one match so far, he lost it. He doesn't want that to happen again, I suppose. A strike in the face there by Lincoln. That's the gear, though, off with the Tornado DDT. The pace is definitely going to be in his hands. But, of course, Lincoln's going to have a massive power advantage in this one. Nice double foot stomp right into the guts. There you go, okay. I forgot to do that, didn't I? Okay, so day one, they lost. So I forgot to update the tag team rankings after the match we had the other day. Starboy. So Lex Wind. I'm just adding Lex Wyndham, Big Drew, Straw Man, and Starboy as a Freebird style tag team for the future, just as the I can't spell it, that's the problem. Constellation. Oh, it's a different, I'm using a different shade of grey. Interesting. That's a strange sentence, isn't it? I'm using a different shade of grey. No one's ever said that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so they're in there now as part of the tag team division. Well, that does give us 9 tag teams now, with the extra 2 or 3 potentially that no, the extra 2 that we've had suggested by Omega. I like that. Are you thinking like you're thinking like Heart Foundation, aren't you, New Gen? I like that though. Yeah. Are you thinking like a Heart Foundation? You've got like an Owen Hart and a Bret Hart. I like that though. As a tag team, again, that's really good. And it's also, although they're a tag team, it's also 2 people that could be used elsewhere, I think. Obviously, if one of them is a high flyer, he could be, well, he could have the right weight to be part of the cruiserweight division. Wow. Well, that was easy. That was a lot easier than I expected there, to be honest. Well, Dagosteer's got the victory. Or Dastagier, not Dagosteer. And maybe I should rename him to Dagosteer, because that's what I keep bloody calling him. And Amish Lincoln picks up his 2nd loss in consecutive shows. It's going to drop him down the rankings. And Dastagier moves on to the semi-finals. to face off against the winner of our next match, which is the final first round match, which is Jax versus Gacy. Okay. Yeah, I like that. We're going down a very classical route, and I like that. I think that is better suited for us. It's time for Omega's favourite character, the Crazy Clown. What's up, Kit Kat? It's cold, though. You don't want the door open. It's cold. There we go. Jax versus Gacy. So, Hart is the high flyer. And Soul is a large technician. Yep, I like that a lot. Definitely we can use that. So Gacy is currently top of our rankings, by the way. Joint with Minos, because they both won a triple threat match. So if Gacy has a good night tonight, he could actually end up being top of the rankings and our very first champion. So, yeah. Kitty cat, what? You want me to open the door again? 1 second. I hit my toe. Yeah, Amish Lincoln's had a rough one, hasn't he, really? Jack Gold and Owen Callahan. That could work. Owen Callahan and Jack Gold. Yep, I've got that written down. I shall try and crack that out by next week. Do you have like a colour scheme or anything you're thinking of, or? So what are you thinking of yours, Omega, then? So the Highway Raiders, are they like going to be a heel, I should imagine, are they? And then Rock and Roll Connection the face, is that correct? Or is that the way around? Right, so big opportunity of one of these two. These two are big guys as well. I think both of these two should do pretty well. And of course, a match in the semi-final, I think the main event. A match in the semi-finals against Dastagia is up for grabs. This is all good though. If we can create a nice chunk of tag teams, potentially we could do a 16 tag team tournament would be a lot, but it would be doable. Across an 8-show month would definitely be doable. We've got 9 at the moment we've got 3 male suggestions. We just added another one as well. So we're going to have 12 teams for the next stream with what's been suggested already. Gacy going after Dax. I like Dax. Dax was supposed to... He started off being a Mike Awesome, then sort of went the other way, to be honest. So an Owen Hart and a Young Buck. I've got... you're not going to get this reference at all, but you never would have seen it, but... there's a program in the UK called The Mighty Boosh. where you had like one very pragmatic, sensible guy, and you had one very, he was very basic and very like no frills, and the other guy was just like very dynamic and very out there and very, yeah. That's how I got the feeling, to be honest, with these guys. Oh, my fucking arm's just fallen off my chair again. Yeah, manager. I'll have a look at a manager for them as well then. I mean, I like having lots of tag teams, but at the same time, I don't really want anyone to be too typecast in the tag team division. I'd like everyone to be able to be involved in something else should they need to. This match has been pretty out there so far. Got that in. Wow, nice. But as Gacy just wasted a high-impact maneuver on the outside when he can't pin his opponent. He's rolled him over, but it might be a bit too late. He hit that high-impact maneuver quite some time ago. Yeah, Rock and Roll Connection definitely face. I mean, if we stick with... what about yours, New Gen? What are you thinking for Heart and Soul? Are you thinking they're faces or are they heels? Gacy's got it. Wow. Gacy not wasting any time. The guy's already top of the rankings. Now he moves even further. And he moves on to a chance to fight. I mean, he's into the semi-finals now against Dastagia. That's big. These matches are much quicker this year, I'm noticing, which I don't know if it's a bad thing necessarily. I would like to maybe make it a bit more... For pay-per-views, I'd like the matches to be a bit longer, potentially. Edit matches. So I want to change this one. Let's change this, actually, because I want to make it a right match type as well. So edit matches. This one, customize. I'm going to be so careful I don't mess this up now. I was going to skip 2 matches, aren't I? So this is Bruiser Lee versus Frank. Save that. And then this one, edit matches, customize match, extreme rules. This one is Dastagia and Gacy. Boom, okay, we're good. Let's go into tag team action. Dastagia. Whoa. Yeah, we need some more. Yeah, definitely. Well, I was saying earlier, there's Roman attires. We could do Roman soldiers. We could bring back Crack Sparrow and have a pirate faction. The problem is the randomizer just doesn't seem to be working that well this year because everyone ends up just looking really stupid with masks. It's too much. I know we can change some bits, but right. So you got Hunapu is the one mainly white with the black accents, and then X Blanque is black with the white accents. Now that was Dastagia's first match. That was his debut. He is our Sabu, and it also gives the new Caliphate a full stable of 5 then as well. Just when it does come to Bloodline rules matches, they do have a team of 5 now to utilise in that. We do need to bring in a lot more luchadors. I need to put some more money on the game so I can go to the island and buy some of the new masks. Sean Milton and Marty Gibson. I like that. Sean Milton and Marty Gibson. I like those names. They're good. And I know there's some pretty cool... If you're willing to let me go a bit over the top with their attires. I mean, you've got the... Oh, we've not done entrances for these guys yet, have we? But you've got the... Oh, so these two are using the same entrance that Star Power use, that's why. So you've got, like, Honky Tonk Man outfits. But if we're thinking more Rock and Roll Express, there's probably some pretty cool outfits I can use to try and just make them look a bit out there. But yeah, if we want to over-gimmick stuff like I said before, we've got Roman soldiers, we've got pirates, are definitely two attires that I've seen on the system already. So the big advantage that Big Drew Strawman has here is that he is a giant, which means that these two young luchadors are going to very much struggle to get much offense in on Drew Strawman because he's just going to outpower them in every single way. Break and wreck. Oh yeah, I like that. Am I allowed to... should we give them the actual Legion of Doom jackets for their entrances? Or was that a bit too over the top? Yeah, plenty of luchadors we need to do as well. So they've actually put some new masks on the game that we could use, which would be pretty decent, but it's just a case of creating them, isn't it? We do need to think about Cruiserweight division, stuff like that. So at the moment, outside of White Tiger, I mean, we've got White Lightning, we've got White Tiger, we've got these two luchadors. We've got Dasta Gear now, who is also part of Cruiserweight division, as well as being part of the Hardcore division. We've got one of the Underworld guys. I think Minos was Cruiserweight as well, but it'd be nice to have some more. Always good to have some Cruiserweight action every show that we do. Oh my god, how have Portugal not scored yet? So I've got the football on at the same time. As you do. Big Drew Strawman here in control of Hunapu inside the ring, dropping the big boots. I do like the consolation. I wish I'd done the tag team slightly better. I mean, the attires... I like the idea of having the initials on the trunks, a bit like the Brainbusters had, but they just... Everything just seems so pixelated this game. I don't know what it is. Hey! Here comes the money! I can't wait to earn the 0.5 pence for that one. I mean, obviously my YouTube earnings have been pretty terrible recently because of the lack of videos for the last few months, I must admit. But with the new job, hopefully I'll get a lot more free time. And the new job obviously plays a lot better as well. It's a promotion, so we're on the big bucks now, people. So Lex Wyndham has made his debut the other day and he's come straight into an absolute war here. Drew Strawman now has Hunapu straight into the ring steps. And I have realised that everyone's attire is slightly different, don't they? So I think Starboy's got pink with white stars. Drew Strawman's got black with pink stars. And then Lex Wyndham's got purple with white stars. It really matters, I suppose. The guy's got stars, that's all that matters, isn't it, really? But there you go. You know what? I just realised that I don't know how you got that because I haven't even turned monetization on yet. I really should have done that at the beginning, shouldn't I, really? But there you go. Hey ho. Yeah, the minuscule amount. I don't think you get paid either, unless you get, I don't know what it is in America, but in the UK you have to earn £60 before you get paid. What's that, about $70, $80? So that can take 2 or 3 months sometimes. Thankfully all the CFE's videos always get me good views every month. I haven't done any of those for a while, to be honest. Lex is up on top, in with a clothesline. Strawman only getting a 2 count. Only a 2 count as well. Here's Strawman, up he goes, into that big last ride powerbomb. So Hunapoo's going to get there to break it up. I thought that'd be cool, by the way, because Drew Strawman is as tall as you can get on the game. He is the full-on 7 foot. And I thought by giving him the last ride, that means literally you are as high as you can possibly get slammed from on this entire game. Just belly flopped him away. Oh, hello. Drew set the table on fire. Come on, Drew. Do it. I've never seen anyone go for a flaming table in this game. Go on, Drew. Come on, Drew. Do it. Do it, Drew. He's had 2 matches so far, White Tiger, and he is due to... He's scheduled to open the next episode of Mayhem, which will be straight after this pay-per-view. I think we'll have enough time to do the Mayhem as well. He's facing Christian New York, I think. Is he on Mayhem? Who's he got? Yeah, White Tiger versus Christian New York is opening the next episode of Mayhem. Oh. Didn't bloody put him through the table. That's bloody annoying, isn't it? But it is a victory then for the big consolation tag team. Hunapoo and Expalanque are now bottom of the rankings with 2 losses from 2 matches for them. And that is a win then for Lex Wyndham. And big Drew Strawman, there he is. Boom, okay. Right, it was an amazing match apparently. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah. So White Tiger has had, I can tell you, if you're in the spreadsheet, there's a tab now called Match History, and you can see all the matches that have happened so far. So White Tiger had a match against the Border and got absolutely demolished. And then White Tiger had a match against the Golden Sheik on the last stream and came out on top. So White Tiger... I mean, if the Border loses to the Golden Sheik, which is unlikely, but if the Border loses to the Golden Sheik, then White Tiger or Christian New York could still qualify for the World Championship match. It seems unlikely, but they could. Women's freeway action coming up. Something I've Googled many times in my life. Here comes Crimson Sun. Andrea the Giant. Could have a female called Andrea the Giant, couldn't we? Have a female Andrea the Giant. So this is Crimson Sun's debut this year. She is our Aja Kong style, old school Japanese heel female. Has the spinning back fist as a finisher, the Hurricane. So Patty O'Dore, fresh off of her victory against Voodoo Mama Juju, now walks into a triple threat match against two absolute brutal big giants. Kitty cat, I'm gonna stroke you, whether you like it or not. You can have like Andrea the Giant can just be like a bit like the old APA where you can just pay him to turn up and just protect you. I feel your pain is about to dish some out. Look at those fucking thighs, my word. She'd crush your skull with those. I'll be honest, Nugent, I can't remember what I said 30 seconds ago, to be honest, so it might have been. I don't know. Right, here we go then. Triple threat rules, extreme rules. And Patty O'Dore looking for a strong start early on. Should be looking to be heavily involved in the Women's Championship tournament as well. Of course, on 2K24, she won that tournament, became our first Women's Champion. We didn't get too deep into the actual game, did we? Hopefully this year we can get a lot deeper in. I mean, we're almost, well, we're half a month in to our universe. Yeah. Well, Ophelia Payne's someone we had last year, and she has a tag team partner called Diana Dazzler, and they are the Alpha Females. They're like a heel powerhouse. Yeah, it's like Jordan Grace and China making a tag team, isn't it, really? That clubbing blow with the sledgehammer into the gut of both opponents. The shoulder block there. And of course, Crimson Sun is down as a giant as well, which is definitely affecting the ability of the others to take her down. That's a really good Lance Archer call. So see Gabe Stevenson, after leaving WWE, has got on to lose in the NCAA Wrestling Championship. That's always good. I thought Rhino had retired. Or did TNA just make Rhino retire? So Rhino turned up at NWA Hard Times tapings yesterday and demanded a title shot. Did TNA just make Rhino retire just to get him off the books? Oh, that was a dive, completely missed though. Are we going to use the announce table? That's the question. Or was that just you pressed the wrong button, the AI? Oh, chest right to the head, right to the head. Sledgehammer into the gut as well. Drops into the pin. Ophelia Payne for the 1, the 2. Only a 1 count. I've not had dinner yet. I probably should do that at some point. But hey ho, shit happens. Crimson Sun with a takedown, knocking down Ophelia Payne. This would put whoever wins this top of the women's rankings, by the way. Look at this by... Oh my god, straight onto the flat table. Wow. And now Ian with a belly to back as well. I know, yeah, I just felt, yeah. I feel better for him now, though, because that retirement that they gave him in TNA was a bit crap, to be honest. At least he's going to get a proper retirement. He can retire when he wants to. NWA is a nice place for Rhino as well, I suppose. Well, apart from NWA not being anywhere shadow near what it used to be in the olden days, eh? It's been ruined over the years, hasn't it, really? Crimson Sun now. Oh, I suppose, yeah. It's better than nothing. It's better than the retirement he had in TNA, I suppose, because they just sort of forced him out the door. I don't even know if it was on a pay-per-view, was it? It was just an, oh, look at that pop-up powerbomb onto the flattened table. Yeah, TNA is just, not TNA, sorry, NWA is just sort of dead, isn't it, really? It's a shame it's got that much history and it's just been brutalised. What is Crimson Sun up to here? Oh, look at that! Wow, look at the Hurricane! After lifting her up, and that's not going to have enough time to get in, is she? That's it! Wow, Crimson Sun, what a brutal win that was! That is a big, big win for Crimson Sun. And that puts her top of the women's rankings by quite some distance. In what was a really fun match, actually. Okay, let's put that into there, and that into there. Stretch that out a bit, drop that down a bit, and we are ready to go into our two semi-final matches. That was a good match, that was. Is that, yeah, technically a win of a party, yeah. Is that, this might be a stupid question, but is NWA still the original NWA? Or is this a new company that's just using the trademark after all these years? Or is this like the same company just with new owners over and over and over again? That's what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be good. I like Crimson Sun as a concept, but she's never done terrifically well over the years, to be honest. But hopefully we could see some good stuff from her this year. Here comes Bruiser. Of course, won the first round match defeating Abdullah Poundcake. And now he has the opportunity to get to the final here with one victory against Frank. I like Bruiser Lee. He's one of my favourites. Yeah, one-on-one. Crimson Sun versus Patio Door. I can put that on the books. WrestleFest. It won't be for the championship, just a normal match, but I think it's worth doing. Crimson Sun versus Patio Door. Okay, I'll put it on the card. Okay, and then you, and that as well. Okay. Okay, yep, so we've got two matches officially in there then. That'll be the SWE Championship match, be the winners of the two groups. And then, of course, Crimson Sun versus Patio Door one-on-one as well. Maybe that could be for a stat boost. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it is. Are they technically a bit like, you know, Scott D'Amour's taken over this Canadian company. I forgot what they're called now. Montreal, something or other wrestling. I can't remember what it's called now. but he owns the original iteration, I believe, because he's got all the tape library and everything. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'd wonder if the NWA now is the original NWA, or if it's like a new version that just taken over the trademark. You know what I mean? Here we go then. Frank versus Bruiser Lee. A place in the main event this evening and a place in the Hardcore Championship title match is up for grabs. And a place in the record books. To be named the very first champion in this year's game. It's a bit that nobody can ever take away from you. Hardcore Championship. Right, yep, there we go. I'll put it on the actual champion history. There we go, okay. Oh yeah, I completely forgot they had Brodus Clay. They got Thomas Latimer as well, haven't they? Who was Bram. And wasn't Bram arrested for attacking his wife or something, wasn't he? Was it Charlotte Flair at the time? Because they were married for a while, weren't they? With his previous wife. Yeah, Brodus Clay was just a mad one, wasn't he, really? Frank with a dive in the clothesline, catches it as well. I mean, their entire roster's a bit out there, isn't it? Yeah, NWA roster. Let's have a quick gander at the roster. So Tom Latimer is currently the world champion. Oh, they've got several champions, have they then? Kenzie Page is the women's champion. Alex Tyler is the junior heavyweight champion. Mims, big strong Mims, is the national champion. Carson B. Drake is the television champion. Big Mama is the women's champion, women's television champion, sorry. Jeremiah Plunkett is the Mid-American champion. They got more belts than we have. Trevor Murdoch and Luke Knox. There we go. Luke Knox and Trevor Murdoch is the... I don't know what championship they're holding, to be honest. Big Mama and Kenzie Page are the women's tag team champions. And the Country Gentlemen, AJ and Casey Kazana, managed by their father Joe Kazana, are the tag team champions. Baron Von Storm. It does look like... Was that Danny Burchell? It is Danny Burchell. It does look like, you know, all the fake people that are on the BCW roster for My Rise? It looks like that. Brian Idol, Carnage, who's just a guy in a black mask. They got Carnage and Damage, who are just a tag team. Yeah, okay. Colby Carino, Daisy Kill is a bloke. EC3 is in that roster as well. Ella Envy, Gangs the Gimp. Oh, they got El Gimpo as well. Haley J, Homicide is there. Jay Bradley, I remember him from TNA for a while. Judas. Casey Kazana. Third generation wrestler. Kerry Morton. Oh, that's Ricky Morton's son, isn't it? Luke Knox, Kratos. I know that name. That was WCW, wasn't he? Kylie Page, Tiffany Neves, La Rosa Negra, Lev, Maxi Impaler, used to be Ring of Honor. Mims, Alex Misery, Miss Star. Ricky Morton is still on the roster somehow at the age of 906. Silas Mason. Slade. They got a guy called Smalls and he's a dwarf. Talos, Murdoch, Latimer. Okay, yeah. They got Aaron Stevens, but he's there as a manager, as in Damien Sandow. They got Black G's, who used to be in Combat Zone Wrestling. I remember watching him wrestle a few times. Father James Mitchell is there as a manager, as is Vampiro as well, Dostin Idol. It's a very weird roster. Brodus Clay is actually on the roster anymore then a bit. It's definitely a very, very weird roster. Anyway, enough of random... I mean, it's... I'll be honest. If you put our roster and the NWA roster in front of someone who didn't know a lot about wrestling, it'd probably be difficult for them to figure out which one was a real roster and which one was just us messing around with stupid people in the game. I mean, we've both got a gimp somehow. They've got a tag team which is just 2 black guys in black masks, and that's just the entire gimmick. Like, no patterns or anything on the masks, they're just completely plain. As, we haven't seen anyone go for a table yet. Frank was potentially going to be the one there, but he managed to fight free as the backbreaker. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Oh, table's on fire. Are we going to see somebody go for a flaming table? They seem to like the flaming table this year, which is nice. Go on, Bruiser. Go on, use that flaming table. You know you want to. Elbow to the back of the head. Now use the flaming table. Okay, we're still in action. I just can't believe they've got a guy called... Oh, I missed some of the people. Who's the Slime Balls? I can't believe they've got a dwarf. We need a dwarf. Gangs the Gimp. The former servant of the Sinister Minister. I'm sure Baron Von Storm has got to be a... That's got to be someone from BCW, surely. Go on. Oh, I thought I was going to put it through the table then. It was slightly off-angled. But it could be enough either way. Oh. Yeah. That's what they are. They just literally got... They got plain black attires, plain black masks. There's literally no one's actually tried to make them look anything. They're just very plain. I mean, half the guys just haven't got a gimmick, and the other half have got just far too much of a gimmick. That's sort of how it's got at that point with NWA. Go on, Bruiser, put it through the table. Come on. Nope. I mean, at some point, the sprinkler's going to have this table keeps lit. He's got him though. Bruiser Lee, the table instantly extinguishes. And Bruiser Lee is going to be in our final match to fight for the Hardcore Championship. And he'll be facing the winner of our next match, which is Dastagia and Gacy. It's been a decent night at least then for Bruiser Lee. I mean, even if he loses the main event, he's still picked up 2 wins, which is good for him. But Frank, who did get a win in his debut, now suffers the loss and moves back down to a 0. Right then, we move on to our second semi-final, where we can see another flaming table not used. Dastagia versus everyone's favourite clown. That bow tie is very glitchy. Very, very glitchy. I just got very hungry all of a sudden. Very, very hungry. Alright then, here we go. Probably because a food thing just popped up on my Twitter as well of someone making Mexican cheeseburgers. Look quite nice, to be honest. They looked horrible to start with, but now they look really good. Oh, that does look nice, actually. I'm getting far too distracted by food at this point. I mean, NWA is a company that potentially AEW should look to buy out just for the tape library. It depends if NWA still own the tape library. I bet WWE probably own a chunk of it. But I mean, that is many, many years of tape library that you could definitely have as part of a network. And WWE don't have a network anymore, do they really? So, which is a real shame because this Netflix deal for the proper fan who wants to watch old school wrestling has sort of killed it, really, hasn't it? And I used to like watching just random old pay-per-views from like the 80s or 90s or the early 2000s. I used to really enjoy doing that. Now you just can't really do that on Netflix. I mean, there's some random ones, isn't there? But not enough to keep me entertained. Right, let's get straight into this one then. People milking their entrances too much. Here we go. Dastagia versus Gacy. The winner joins Bruiser Lee in the final to fight for the World Hardcore Championship. Dastagia. I brought everything to make enchiladas tonight. Well, I thought I did anyway. I went to the shop. I got peppers, onions, tomatoes, the seasonings, wraps, cheese, everything to make enchiladas. I got home and realised I forgot to buy the fucking chicken. I was gutted. I was really looking forward to enchiladas. Look at that. Clubbing blows here by Dastagia with the kendo stick, but Gacy flattens him. Oh my god, what a goal that is. Oh, he's offside. That was a great goal. Oh, I'm hungry now. Mexican food's my favourite food, I must admit. Anything with grated cheese or covered in sour cream, I'm more than happy. I won't bother making them tomorrow because, let's say, I'm away. With my new job, I'm going to have to stay away. Ah, fuck me thumb. I'm going to have to stay away every now and again. I've caught me thumb in my broken chair. So this week I'm staying away on the Tuesday. So Portugal just scored against Denmark carpet, but it's been disallowed for offside, I think. Well, they're checking at the moment, but. Clubbing blow with a chair. I was going to watch Spain versus the Netherlands, but I couldn't get the stream working, so I didn't. But this game's been very one-sided, to be honest. In the first leg, Denmark won. In the second leg, it's been pretty one-sided. Oh, it really hurt me fucking thumb now. Oh, Germany's beaten Italy 3-0 at half-time. I might switch to Spain-Netherlands then in the second half. The goal did get disallowed. Okay. Oh, my thumb. I really fucking hurt that did. Gacy with a Fez press taking down Dastagia. Dastagia. Gacy's got himself a ladder. Interesting. Not something the game ever uses that well normally. I'm wondering if so when I was playing my faction earlier, and the PlayStation overheated, I believe, I was playing a my faction match. The first time I've actually done my faction so far this year, and it crashed while I was in the middle of one of the matches. I reckon if I go back into it, it's going to tell me I lost. I'm trying to do some my faction this year because I want to unlock the different variations of people. as I was trying to knock it out a little bit, to be honest, but I'm also the stupid person who spends real money on the game, which is a problem as well. Gacy drops, crash into the outside. And Dastagear is in control. Oh, he just hit himself in the head with a chair. Great, well done, mate. Is they not looking forward to WrestleMania this year, or is it just a bit... Yeah, I do need a new chair. My thumb is throbbing now. Yeah, there's just different variations of people, Nugent. So I don't know why I want them, to be honest. They're just available, so I do want them. You've got like old school Cena, and you've got a different version of RVD. You've got another version of The Undertaker, I think, from like the 2000s. And there's a few others as well, I think, but they are making it very difficult to get. Gase is in control now, drops a boot right into the knee. Has the trash can, dumps it on top of Dastagear. I don't know what he's going for here. Yeah, I might see if I can get a new chair from work. I mean, if I'm working from home some days, I wonder if they'll pay for a new chair for me. I mean, this one was only about £5 off of Facebook anyway, to be honest. Maybe I should have spent more money on a proper chair. I might say, I'll go to all these different sites now. I might just see if anyone's got a spare chair I can steal. Chair. Okay. Problem is, looking on Facebook for chairs, you either get stuff that's brand new and too expensive, or you get stuff that's... it's got bum sweat all over it. Gacy, little roll up there. Oh, not enough. Both these guys really going for it. Nobody willing to let this one go. I might just get a brand new one because these chairs are manky as arse, I tell you. I can get a wheelchair, that'd be handy. I can go and get some beers without having to get on my chair. This is one creepy clown, this is, look at this. I was waiting for Gacy to fall into this. Yeah, my thumb is from... I just went to try and fix the arm of my chair. I got my thumb caught in the middle of it. There we go. Gacy, that's got to be a win for him. No, he's not even going for the pin. Why? Gacy doesn't care about winning matches. He doesn't care about championships. All he cares about is pure violence. Sledgehammer's into the gut, breaking the ribs of Dastagear, and now stalking once again. And he has the claw locked in. Dastagear is out cold. But the referee says he's under the ropes. That shouldn't matter. It's an Extreme Rules match. There's no rope breaks. Gacy stalking. What is he going for here? What is he planning? Oh. Okay, he's broke free. I think he might be going for the brainbuster on the top turnbuckle, but Dastagear fought free. There's a drop kick. He was trying his hardest, but he's just been outpowered here. Oh, look at that forearm into the face. Knockout blow. And Gacy is going to the final. It was a tough match, but Gacy is going to the final and extends his lead at the top of the rankings by even more. Omega's worst nightmare is coming to fruition. I tell you what, if I could have picked a main event and I could have picked a finale, this is who I would have wanted. Gacy and Bruiser Lee would probably be what I wanted, to be honest, so I'm happy with that. Right then, into a random War Games match. No apparent reason, I just fancied it. We have got Underworld, we have got Christian New York, Cerberus, Akers there on the left, and Rad in the middle. We have got Sher Khan there on the left, Kareem Khan next to him, Captain Mustafa, and then the Golden Sheik on the right-hand side. The Golden Sheik is more valuable than the Iron Sheik. Classic changes the ring, as always. Two teams will be contained inside separate cages with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members of each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, the War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Alright then. Introducing first, representing the Underworld. It's War Games, brother. This is... Oh. Have I messed this up? I've messed this up. I thought the person in the middle was the first one to enter. Well, it looks like Christian New York is starting things off then for the Underworld team. I don't know why. Does that mean the Golden Sheik is starting things off for the New Caliphate? No, he isn't, because I saw him in the cage. No, this is Sher Khan. Okay, I definitely have messed this up then. But either way, Christian New York is starting things off then against Sher Khan. Inside the War Games match. Yeah, I must have really messed this up somehow. I don't know how I've done it, to be honest, but... Hey-ho. It doesn't matter, really, no. I just for realism, I always like the main man to come in last. I don't know why. It's actually going to work out beneficial for Underworld, I would imagine, because Christian New York is the highest rated, so he can do more damage along the way and probably survive a bit longer than everyone else, so probably it does work out better. A strike in the face there, and it's all an elbow by Christian New York, fighting free. Nice takedown. Sher Khan with a headbutt on Christian New York. Christian New York is a bit shorter than I thought. I don't know how tall is Christian New York? Answers on a postcard. He is 6'7". Doesn't look 6'7", doesn't he? How tall is Sher Khan then? Sher Khan is 6'5". Okay, he's slightly taller then. Ah, and it is Underworld who do have the advantage, and here comes Cerberus. Yeah, I've done it completely backwards, haven't I? It's supposed to be Cerberus entering one from last and Christian New York last, but it's not going to be a fun couple of minutes, though, for Sher Khan, is it? He is going to be in some trouble. I think Sher Khan might be a Disney villain, actually. Sher Khan. Yep, Sher Khan is the evil Bengal tiger from the Jungle Book. Is he evil? He's not evil, is he, in the Jungle Book? He's just a bit of a dick, isn't he? Sher Khan. It was one of the names that Mohammed came up with last year, so we're stuck with it. Nice power slam. But the 2-on-1 numbers are just getting ahead of him. Cerberus trying to control the match. Well, they're the best of rolls though, is he? Here we go. Nice elbow there by New York. Cerberus now bringing Sher Khan up to a standing base. As we are awaiting the entrance of Kareem Khan to balance the numbers out. I mean, a loss here for the new Caliphate would be rough. I mean, already, Sher Khan and the Golden Sheik are the bottom two guys in the rankings. Kareem Khan is not far away from that as well. This is Captain Mustafa's first match in the Universe mode. I did not do that for some reason, so why did I not do that? That means I've also missed somebody else on there. Did I miss somebody else? Oh, I didn't. I just didn't update that one. Okay. There's still 4 people who haven't... No, 5 people who haven't had a match as of yet. Well, Captain Mustafa's having a match now. We haven't seen Jaguar or Quetzalcoatl of Popol Vuh. And we also haven't seen Hat McAfee. Or we haven't seen... That's it, really. And Dylan Hart we haven't seen, but he's not going to be wrestling. He is a manager anyway. But he is on the rankings just in case. Yeah. I say it's not a name I came up with, so we're fine. I could not be held accountable for things that weren't my idea. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, in the next show, then we'll make sure everyone gets a match. So it's Hat McAfee, who's a cruiserweight. Quetzalcoatl, who I don't know what to do with yet. Jaguar, who is Quetzalcoatl's like powerhouse of the Popol Vuh stable. And then Captain Mustafa's debuting here. So really, it's going to be, well, Quetzalcoatl versus Hat McAfee, maybe? Potentially. As Rad is about to enter the match. The powerhouse of the Judges of the Damned. And of course, both these teams will want to get a victory, not just for their singles rankings, but also the tag team rankings as well. It's 3-on-2 now then, awaiting the entrance of Captain Mustafa to make his debut. Captain Mustafa is sort of like the manager of the new Caliphate team, but he's also going to be the... He'll be involved, not like Dylan Hart, who's just not going to be involved. I mean, there might become the situation where Dylan Hart might end up in the ring just as part of the storyline, but that. And here comes Captain Mustafa for his debut. Captain Mustafa making his way to the ring. Captain Mustafa. And straight in as well. No. You know, PJ Toby's alive. Who saw that happening? Is it the real PJ Toby? Oh, that kind of trash can had a bit of fun there, didn't it? We're doing War Games, PJ. We've got Underworld versus the new Caliphate as part of our customized universe mode. Only the 3, but 2 of them are from the same stable, so... yeah, we've only got Hat McAfee, Quetzalcoatl and Jaguar, the only 3 that haven't debuted as of yet. But Quetzalcoatl and Jaguar are part of the same stable. So just awaiting the entry of the final two competitors in this match, and here comes Akos in the next 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here he comes down the steps. Is he going to grab a weapon or is he going to go straight for it? Yeah, he's got some tools. He is grabbing some tools. He's got their kendo stick. Sort of steel chair in the ring as well. Anything else? Oh, he wants more. Let's get a trash can. You happy with that haul? He is happy with that haul. He's in the ring. Okay. No, we haven't got Triple H yet. Omega mentioned it earlier because we were going to look at bringing back the Nacho Man, who was a guy we had a couple of years ago, who was just like a big Mexican who's basically rip-off of the Macho Man. And we could have Hulk Hogan at home and the Nacho Man as the Mega Powers. The jobbing Mega Powers, the Mega Jobbers. Here's the one and only. Yeah, could the Ketsu and Jaguar versus the Underworld. And here comes the Golden Sheik. This is the the 8th and final member of the match. As soon as he enters, the match will be live. We could just throw a hat with someone random, couldn't we, I suppose? Pat McAfee. We made him the smallest he could possibly be and the skinniest he could possibly be. We made him a powerhouse, don't remember now. But that's a powerbomb by Christian New York. Akos with the Sato suplex on the Golden Sheik, who's the freshest man in the match so far. New York dives with the elbow. Underworld in firm control of this match at this point in time. Seems like a matter of time until they get the win. Which will be rough for the New Caliphate because they're definitely struggling so far. I mean, they've only had a couple of matches but they've lost them both. If they lose this one as well, it's going to be pretty rough. And they could be in the line for a downgrade after the pay-per-view. And with the Tag Team Championship tournament coming up, that's not where they're going to want to be. Live at a living color, baby. Everyone climbed, everyone fought against it. Nice big hit there by Rad in the far ring on Kareem Khan, but the captain of staff is there to break it up. Backbreaker now by Golden Sheik on Akos as well. And Golden Sheik going straight after Christian New York. These two guys have got big matches coming up this week. Might be against each other, to be honest with you. Yeah, the New Caliphate, they didn't do very well last year either, but they really have struggled. Golden Sheik especially is someone who struggles a lot. I'm thinking the New Caliphate are going to end up feuding against the Election Connection for that classic old school American hero versus evil foreigner gimmick. I heard the crowd counting to 3 and I couldn't see anyone pinning, but Akos now in with a pump handle. Death Valley driver. He's going to go for the pin. He does. Golden Sheik's there to break it up though. And Golden Sheik is over the back and locks in the camel clutch submission on Akos. This could be enough, you know. He has. He's bloody won it. No way. No way have they turned this around. My word, how have they pulled that off? They were getting absolutely destroyed, and they've somehow managed to come out on top. The crowd have gone mild. That is insane. I can't believe that's actually how that's worked out, you know. Captain was staffed with a victory in his first match. And they get the point in the tag division. The judges of the damned lose a point. And then that is a loss in the singles rankings then for Cerberus, Acus, Rad, and Christy New York. There you go. That's made a lot of a dent on the ranking system, that one, I tell you. As we are ready to go. The greatest of all time match that was, apparently. Yeah, Dylan Hart hasn't debuted, but he is a manager, so he's not really... I don't know if he ever is going to debut, to be honest. I just put him there as a... so we know he exists. So, yeah, he's not actually a wrestler, technically. Customize the match. Let's go for a... Let's go for a full scan anywhere on that bad boy. Yeah, I don't know how he just pulled that out of the bag all of a sudden, to be honest with you. So this one is going to be Bruiser Lee versus Gacy. And this is to crown our first hardcore champion of the universe mode. Boom. Boom. There it is. Boom. Okay. Championship match is underway. It's been a 1.5 hour pay-per-view. I was going to do an episode of Mayhem after this, but I think we're probably going to be running out of time because I need to stop and have some dinner. So we'll probably finish it after this pay-per-view. We'll come back next time and we'll carry on with... We've got 2 more Mayhems and 2 more Throwdowns before we get to the WrestleFest pay-per-view. But we can crown ourselves our first champion here. We've got Gacy, who is top completely of the rankings now, quite considerably as well, on a +5. If we can still plan out the next episode of Mayhem, I probably just won't do it this time around, to be honest. But we can put some matches in the card. We already know. Let's do Ket Zell. I can't even fucking spell it myself, to be honest. I don't know when I made it. Quetzalcoatl. I mean, they could probably be a tag team as well, can't they? Thinking about it. Quetzalcoatl and Jaguar. Yeah, they can go down as a tag team as well. Why not have several tag teams from the same stable? Okay. So that's what we're doing, aren't we? So we're doing male tag team rankings. You. Okay, we'll have that on the main show. And we need Hat McAfee to debut as well. Yeah, definitely what we could do is use that. Yeah, he's on there. Maybe I need to have a separate section at the bottom for managers, maybe. So the managers are not included in the main rankings. Maybe I put it separate. A bit like when you have the roster of like a... like we won the NWA roster earlier, you've got a separate section for the managers and broadcasters and that sort of thing. Will I do that? Let's have that. I don't know if this is going to work or not, to be honest, but we'll give it a go. That didn't necessarily work, to be honest, but it's still okay. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll make that the same grey, hopefully. Let's put an extra row. And we'll put here managers. If I just merge that together. Merge. Boom, okay. That works. Wrap the text. And then I'll take him out. Make things a bit less good and hard. There he is. There you go, I've separated Dinner Hut out now. We'll separate the managers out into a separate area. They'll still have a ratings, because it'd be interesting to see if any of them do end up in the ring. If they can get a victory, I suppose. There we go. Okay, separated out now, so we can actually see the actual people who haven't had a match yet. Okay. Yoke versus... Yeah, I could do that, yeah. Pretzel and Jack. That's probably easier, to be honest. Okay, so we'll put that in for the next show, then. So, Hat McAfee versus... Yokai versus Akos and Brad. And again, there's still a few females that haven't debuted yet as well, but of course we're going to have the Women's Championship tournament next month, so we don't need to go too heavy on making them all debut straight away. We'll do a match maybe. We'll do Mio Mizuki versus... anyway, we'll sort it out next time, actually, on that one. There's going to be more in there, because we've had some notes to make some new people as well, so there's obviously going to be a lot more next time round. Probably some Cruiserweight tag teams as well. I say there's a lot of new masks on this year's game. I just need to get them from the island. But that's going to allow us to create some more interesting looking luchadors, I would imagine. Because we had some cool ones last year that I really liked. As Bruiser Lee in firm control of the match now. Oh, look at that clubbing blow against the back of the kendo stick on Gacy. Now, both these guys, it's their third match of the evening. And look at the power. Oh, into a power slam, power bomb. Bruiser Lee here could be walking away with the Hardcore Championship. No, not enough. I need a 2 count. And now he's stalking. Is he thinking Discus Lariat? If he is, he's going to be walking away with that championship. Boom. There we go. I did not remove his robe. No. I forgot. Champion. No. I'm not champion yet. Oh, Denmark have scored. When did that happen? I've been terrible. I've had this game of football on beside me, and I've missed both goals so far. It's 1-1 on the night. 2-1 on aggregate to Denmark. Yeah, I mean, that conversation about people being inside him probably is a bit iffy, isn't it? El Gimpo is desperate to be inside him. Again, Bruiser Lee. This time it's enough, and Bruiser Lee. You know what? If I could have picked our first hardcore champion, this would have been the man I wanted. He gives Gacy his first loss in the Universe mode. And Bruiser Lee picks up 3 wins in one night to walk away with the SWE Hardcore Championship of the World. Boom, there we go. Bruiser Lee. Bruiser Lee. He's the Hardcore Champion. Boom, there we go. Bruiser Lee, Hardcore Champion. Boom. There he is. We did it. The worst match of the night, evidently, but they had 3 matches already. They were going to be, weren't they? Oh, there we go. Done and dusted then. So now we do know our first champion is this man right here. What are these? What's the NXT Mutiny? Are these from My Rise? Unity and Mutiny. What now for those? Okay. Unified Tag Team Champion. I thought, no, this must all be from My Rise, aren't they? Right, there he is. Bruiser Lee, our first hardcore champion. Let's have a quick look then at what we're going to change. It's a shame because I liked his. I did like his cape, to be honest. Oh, I did change it. I've given him a jacket. I did do it last time. Okay, we're fine. He's got a red jacket now. Is there anything else we needed to change while we're here? I think everything else is okay for now. This is Quetzalcoatl, by the way, who hasn't debuted as of yet. I quite like him, to be honest. I think it's pretty cool. So he hasn't debuted as of yet. He's like a heavyweight Mexican. And then we've also got... Again, this is all just things that I picked up from My Rise. Not from My Rise, from the... What should we call it? From the... My Island. Back to the island. And this is Jaguar. Jaguar's pretty cool as well, to be honest. So it'd be nice to see them both in action. And then, obviously, the other one who hasn't debuted yet is... the man, the myth, the legend, Hat McAfee. The man who wears many hats. And wings, evidently, as well. And glasses. And, of course, by the time next time comes around, hopefully I'll get some of these guys created as well. So at the moment, we've got a female tag team called the Valkyries, so we're going to be Viking-based. We've got a heel tag team called the Highway Raiders, which are going to be a Legion of Doom / Demolition old style 80s with a Doomsday device finisher. They'll be called Break and Wreck. We've got the Rock and Roll Connection, which are going to be Marty Gibson and Sean Milton, who are going to be Rock and Roll Express / Midnight Express sort of thing. We've got Heart and Soul. Soul being a large technician who looks a bit like Owen Hart, and Soul being a high flyer. Soul being called Owen Callahan, and Hart being called Jack Gold. And then female-wise, again, we've got Shy Court Titania. That's probably easier, isn't it? I think Tatiana's like a stripper name, isn't it? Tatiana and Mab. So I'll try and get all those made for next time round as well. Let me show you before we disappear off. Let me go back to the island. I think I have some money left. I got stuck in a match on this and I got annoyed and put it on since. But it takes that long to earn the MFP, whatever it's called, the motherfucking points. So the VC, that was it. I don't think I could be bothered to do it. Let me see if I can find... How do I run? There we go, okay. What do you want from me? I don't want to speak to you. I want to show you the mask shop. But I don't know where the mask shop is. I feel like it's in the Aztec area over here. It's a bit laggy over here, isn't it? Here's the mask. This is face paint. Okay, this is face paint. We'll have a look at masks afterwards. So, I mean, there are some new ones we can unlock that we probably could use. I mean, they've got some De La Muerte, whatever they're called. Yeah, some interesting ones that we could definitely use. I brought these two already, and these three already, sorry, and this one, which I would like to definitely use as well. But 6,000 VC each. It's just a lot. When you're earning like 100 or 200 VC per match, it's a lot, isn't it? What are you playing with? It's very similar to my faction, New Gen. It's just a lot of it's running around and then you end up fighting people. But I found you don't have to fight people. You can just fight up against... you can fight off against AI a lot as well, which is what I've been doing. So I got stuck on... There's a match in here I got stuck on where you have to face off against Andre the Giant. And it's just so difficult because he's a giant. It's so hard to do moves against him, to be honest. And then into the mask shop. Here we go. So obviously I brought the clown. I brought that one. I brought Mongolian beef. I brought the Quetzalcoatl one and Jaguar. But these some of the other ones. I brought the African style mask as well. But there are obviously some interesting ones we could still use. I mean, that is a proper luchador one, as is that. I mean, Fuego. That's a pretty cool one as well. Maybe this could be the dragons. We haven't got the dragons yet, have we? Dragon Dorado and Dragon Verde. Maybe we could buy that mask and make them both and then just have different colours for them. We've got Shark Boy. Yeah, so we've got some interesting ones we definitely could use. You're a Shark Boy as well. Oh, I've got to have Shark Boy, haven't we? And then the creepy mask. The problem is, though, if you buy all these, like... So I brought these, but I don't own the women's version. So if we try and make a female core with a clown mask, it doesn't work. You have to physically create a new character, which is a female character, and then play through the same game modes to unlock the female version of the mask. It is frustrating as hell. But yeah, I'd like to get the basic ones. That one, that one. I'm tempted to get this one, then we can make our two dragons then. We can have Dragon Verde and Dragon Dorado. At least that way, then we can put our cruiserweight tag team back in, our lucha tag team. Verde and Dorado. You got the blue one as well. Some sort of frozen. So you got fire and ice here. You can have you have the fire one and the frozen one. Oh look, you've got earth, wind, and fire. Earth, wind, and fire. There we go. We've got a trio. That'll do us. Only 18k, which is God knows how long that's going to take me to actually unlock. Cat, what is wrong with you? You absolute attention-seeking whore. So that's what I need to do. But it's just a lot of effort to unlock the masks, and I'm just going to end up buying them, I think. I mean, you say you're earning like a few VC per match. And you need 6,000 for each mask, and you only get the male version. Well, it's definitely going a bit laggy here, isn't it? There we go. But you can just buy VC. There you go. 67k for 18 quid. That's enough to buy 10 new masks. I mean, you can earn 150 VC there for doing 10 submission holds. 1,000 VC for winning 10 matches by knockout. It's just a pain in the backside, to be honest. Win a match, land 50 bat. You've got it in one day. You've got to hit 50 people with bats. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there you go. Well, that's my life anyway. So hopefully yours is better. As you can see, I've done nothing with my guy at all. Like, this guy's running around. He's got like clothes on and everything. I'm just a man in pants. Just a man in pants. That's all you need to do. Well, now that everyone doesn't care anymore because I went on the island, I'm going to finish off for the night, go get something to eat, and get myself ready for work in tomorrow. I say it's my first day of my new job tomorrow, technically, so got to get my things sorted out and ready to go. I've got a nice... I've better give myself quite a big day tomorrow, to be honest. I've got to do 2 audits, and they're both like a 2-hour distance from my house. Then Tuesday is a nice easy day, but I'm staying awake. It's a lot of travelling. Then hopefully Wednesday and Thursday are going to be very quick days, and I can be home by like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and Friday I'm working from home even better. Right. Good night. God bless. Avidis, and I love you all. Bye bye.